welcome and thank you so much for joining me, Alyssa Arundell, for your April 2021 tarot card reading. For this month, we're going to pull 3 tarot cards to look into the personal development side of what this month can offer. And then we're going to pull an oracle card to just explore that more spiritual side of what may be happening. But this is a general reading and I hope that you do get something from it. But if you would like to reach out for your personal one-to-one consultation with me, I'd be honored to work with you, and I'll leave that info in the description box down beneath this video, as well as your free 3-card tarot reading if you would like to explore that. But without further ado, let's get into this month and see what the cards hold for you. Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your April 2021 tarot card reading. Let's see what is on the cards for you lovely Sagittarians this month. So the first card that comes up for you is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is such a fantastic card. In my opinion, the Ace of Cups is a culmination of all of the aces in tarot. Every time we start a new suit, so this is Pentacles, Wands, Swords and Cups, it always begins with an ace. It's the start of that new journey that the Fool is going through. But the Ace of Cups is a culmination of feeling emotionally secure, feeling a bit more financially able, feeling spiritually secure, physical vitality coming through. And it is that idea of thy cup runneth over. You know, we can't give as well to others if our cup is empty, or indeed half full. So what this card is saying to me for the beginning of your month, Sagittarius, is that there is a renewed sense of energy coming in. I wouldn't burn off all that energy at once, you know, because you want it to last throughout the month and the months to come. But it's just a little nod to say that in some ways in your life, you're completely on the right track. For some of you, this is an indication of moving home, moving location, or even a relationship deepening to a brand new level. So we're talking about here deeper commitments such as moving in together, or perhaps even an engagement or marriage. So that's a really lovely card to start the month of April. As we move into the month further, we have the Sun. I'm, really selfishly loving this reading as well, because I myself am a Saggy. So this is making me smile as much as I hope it is making you smile. The Sun is the most optimistic card that we can get in all of tarot. In fact, if we ever do a reading where we pull difficult cards and the Sun comes up, it really lifts the intensity of those difficult cards and breathes new life into it. The Sun is very much about this renewed sense of optimism, this renewed sense of fire, playfulness, that childlike sense of wonder. All of our childhoods are not, complete plain sailing. We all have different struggles and challenges, some more than others. But there is a thing that comes with youth that is the optimism of the future. That's something, what is our life going to be? What will I be when I grow up? And that kind of optimism can be a little bit tarnished as we go through those milestones in life. But when the Sun comes up, it is that renewal of that feeling, of that youthful sense of anything is possible. So that combined with this Ace of Cups, I really feel some good news coming in, definitely in your emotional sector, but particularly could be some good news in terms of finance or real estate. So that's something really to look forward to. And the final card as we move into the end of the month, Sagittarius, is another major arcana card, which is the Chariot. After doing the Sagittarius readings for quite a few months, I felt our cards have not been, massively negative, but there's not been that huge sense of optimism either. And I think some of us have felt in a little bit of a slump, or a little bit like, when is my fire going to come back in? And I really think the month of April is something to really behold, because the Chariot is very fast moving energy. So hold on to your hats. It could very much be a roller coaster ride this April. And by that, I mean there's that anxiety when the roller coaster is going, cranking up and up and up. And then there's that pure when it starts to go round each loop. And even queuing up for it can be an anxious thing. And then when you come off the ride, you just want to go back on it again. But your neck might be a bit sore. And that's kind of what the Chariot is like. It's like taking you on this new journey. So there's anticipation, there's a bit of impatience, there's a bit of anxiety, there's a bit of, what's going to happen? But then just really enjoy the ride. This charioteer is not leading these horses. I mean, there are no reins whatsoever. The horses are dragging him on the journey, and he, or she indeed, is just going along with it and really excited. One of the ways the charioteer can, though, control these horses, I feel, is telepathically. Because these horses actually represent those two parts of our mind, the conscious and the subconscious, battling for a dominant position, maybe pulling us in two different directions. But when these two parts of our brain merge, I like to call it a magical mind marriage, quite beautiful things can happen. And that's really reflected here by the Sun and the Ace of Cups. So I do feel the month of April is actually going to be very positive in many ways. And those feelings of feeling stuck are going to finally come to a close. Now, let's see what this lovely dragon oracle cards bring up for us, because I'm using these this month as kind of like a dragon guide. That might sound a bit left field, but I kind of really feel like connecting with this energy this month. So let's see. We'll go for this card. Okay, the card that comes up here is Soul Guardian. So even though a lot of practical things are going to be happening this month that are very positive, I feel the most positive thing that is going to come out of this month is a profound spiritual shift. And I feel like this is going to be assisted by some kind of guardian angel or some kind of spirit guide that we may feel inclined to reach out to. And this relationship, I think, can really blossom and deepen, but we have to make time to be able to meditate on meeting this kind of guidance. And, I like to think of the universe as almost like a Google algorithm. I think I saw this in a meme as well this week, where it was saying that the things we kind of search for online keep getting reflected back to us, and people say, oh, you might like this, and the adverts reflect what we're looking at online. And similarly, I feel like that is how the universe works in some kind of way, that we think that certain things and then the universe sort of shows those to us, and that's why our thoughts are so important. So getting into a really spiritual frame of mind this month, I think, is going to keep us very grounded with all these exciting goings on, and just knowing that the reasons that these shifts and changes are happening, apart from being joyful and experience that joy of life, is also for some kind of massive soul growth to take place. So I'm very excited to see how the rest of April pans out for us Saggies. So there you have your April 2021 tarot card reading. Thank you so much for joining me this month and sharing the space with you. I so look forward to reading for you again next month. But if you would like to reach out to me for that live one-to-one consultation, I'd be honored to work with you, and I'll leave that information of how you can do that in the description box beneath this video. But until we speak again next month, stay safe and take care. Alyssa.